Hey guys, still waiting on parts for the Toyota Camry. Uh, Ended up ordering the oil pump from Lithia Toyota out of Springfield, Oregon. They uh, they had it for 160 bucks, and I think it was like 15 bucks shipping. I actually ordered the main bearings, some other stuff, the main bearings that I thought were still available, and the rod bearings I got from them, and they were quite a bit cheaper on all the oil pump. I want to say here locally, my Toyota dealer wanted 260 for the oil pump and like 21 bucks a piece for the rod bearings. So I ordered those, and I ordered the main bearings. That there was 3 of them that the website still showed available. The other 2 that I already knew were obsolete or discontinued, whatever. But as soon as I placed the order, a couple hours later, I got an email that even the bearings they were showing in stock are now also discontinued. So I'm I already ordered sealed power standard made bearings off of Rock Auto. So they were 35 bucks for the whole set. But in the meantime, I'm doing a little bit of cleanup. I had this 4.3 complete Chevy motor that got from a friend of mine years ago. Came out of a rolled, I believe, a 91 little Blazer. So anyways, it's been sitting on the ground. It had been sitting on the ground right there, next to the truck there, right there. I had it on blocks, and it's been sitting for years and years. It's not locked up or anything, but I've been wanting to get it on an engine stand. So had my cherry picker on the back of the trailer here, and a little sketchy, I guess, but I picked up other motors and didn't have to tie down the back of this thing, but because that's a complete motor, I guess a little bit heavier. So but I didn't think this trailer was going to fit back here. Thought I was going to have to move the Suburban back some, but it was a little tricky. I had my kids help me yesterday. We got it close. I had the engine sitting about right here. You can see those are the marks where I was dragging the rolling it around or dragging the front. So and I'll show you how I did that engine stand. It was the 3-leg, which I don't like, but I usually pick those up pretty cheap on Craigslist, Facebook, whatever. But anyways, it was a little tight backing up through here, so had to move a few things that I had stacked up here, but it fit just barely. So let me get that unloaded, and then I'll show you how I did the engine, converted it from a 3-leg to a 4-leg. I just delete the wheel on the front, but anyways, let me get this moved a little bit and get out of the way, and I'll show you what I did. All right, so I don't remember where I bought this engine stand. It was probably Craigslist, but this was just the 3-leg, and it had this wheel bolted there. And I'm not a big fan of the 3-leg. I actually had an engine years ago fall over on me. I had rolled it outside. I used to rent a shop up in Albuquerque, and rolled an engine outside that I was working on. It was just a bare block even, and rolled it outside so I could wash it and stuff. And as I was rolling it back in, something hooked on the front wheel and it flipped over. And didn't hurt the block amazingly because it fell right on concrete. And but anyway, so what I do is I just went and bought the piece of square tubing and drilled a couple holes. These 2 bolts I just used like some inserts. I believe I have the Marson, I think that's the name of it, Marson brand. I bought it years ago, but they're kind of like time certs, or similar to the helicoil, but it you can put it in thinner metal and stuff. And then to put these little legs on, I just drilled through and put a bolt and a nut. And that was the first engine stand I ever did this to. That was a Harbor Freight, I think the very, very first engine stand I ever bought. And the wheel actually just, I think I had a big block Chevy on it, and I rolled it around, and the front wheel, which was just like rubber, plastic, whatever, just like disintegrated. So I had a buddy, we welded this on, and then it had some legs to extend it, but they were square tubing just like this, and they were welded this way. So, you know, that works fine on concrete, but I'm storing a lot of stuff outside just on the dirt. So I'm going to put some kind of spacers similar to this. And the way I used to roll this around is once you, and you know, a person could put casters on the four, you know, the other outside two legs now or whatever. But the way I used to roll this around with an engine on it was I would just stick a pipe in here and just pick it up slightly, you know, pretty long pipe, I don't know, 5 feet, 6 feet, and then lean it back on the wheels and then just roll it that way. This one, I just been rolling it on the steel, and it's actually working pretty good on those steel plates, but of course they're not very long, so I got to do little short pieces at a time. But anyways, so that's what I'm working on. Hopefully get some parts in soon, early next week, and just put the bearings in the oil pump, and hopefully get this going back on the road. But anyways, just wanted to give you guys a little update. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.